Alright, so today I found fly traps on sale. They don't say Venus on them. They just say fascinating fly traps. Grow your own man-eating fly traps. And I'm told don't stick your fingers in these because they have like a jaw. I don't know. Anyways, I got them on sale at Tractor Supply. And we're going to open this and see what's in here. Oh, excuse me. So, this is the box. We have done this once before unsuccessfully. So, honestly, I think it was the same one when we got them in Ohio at Tractor Supply and it didn't work out. If I remember right. Maybe that was the sea monkeys. I don't remember. One of them we got there and it didn't work out. Was it the sea monkeys? Oh. Did we ever do a fly trap before? Yeah. I think we tried to do a fly trap too once. Okay, so it's much like the sea monkey setup. It's got a container. Let me pull it out. It's like the size of the box. So it comes with this container and all the stuff in the container. Ooh. Come on. There's a bottom or the lid. I guess this is probably the lid. It's like, it's in there. You gotta work a little bit to get this guy out. Holy smokes. What in the world? Maybe if I just open the bottom and just push it out. There it goes. Good gravy. Okay. Okay. So I'm guessing this is the lid that goes on that or the bottom, whichever. So let's learn a little bit here. On this side, it shows you what it all comes with. So everything you need, just add water. All right. Use distilled water only. Well, that could be a problem. I don't get distilled water. And maybe that's why it didn't work to begin with. So maybe I have to go to Walmart and get distilled water before I do this. Why can't we just use, like, purified water? Like, I have a purifier or I have spring bottled water. Okay. My cat's about to jump on the seat. Stay off the table, mister. Good boy. Seed square terrarium. It's a terrarium. Pack of Venus flytrap seeds. A compressed germination disc. A garden tag. All comes in this kit. Now, it says about fly traps. The famous and fascinating Venus flytrap are native to North and South Carolina. Okay, so are they all Venus flytraps or are they different like kinds? I don't know. I've always just heard it called the Venus flytrap. Anywho, no one's in there. So in North and South Carolina, they form a hinged trap that typically has a number of little triggers on the inside of each half. The coloration and scent of the open traps attract their prey, so there's a scent they give off. When the same hair trigger is touched twice, or another one is touched, the trap quickly slams shut. The little fingers on the outside edge of the trap quickly close and lock together to form unescapable doors. Digestive enzymes secreted within the trap decompose the soft parts of the insect's body for digestion. The trap will open again in a week or two to capture another meal. So it takes a week to 2 weeks for them to fully digest, it seems.
Little flies can be eaten. Yes.
I know. That's why I got this thing, because I am so sick of these flies flying around here.
Me too. That's why Buddy has been
And it's ridiculous. And we live in the city, and it's pretty bad in here. And our greenhouse is in the garage, which I'm sure most of you are aware if you've watched previous videos. And that tracks the flies to come into the garage when that door gets opened. And the you'll think the door is shutting behind you. It's a screen door that we keep this inside door open during the day when it's nice, and then we just have the screen door shut so the fresh air can come in and have fresh air into the greenhouse. Well, the wind will catch it. Sometimes when you think it's closed, it'll catch it if you don't physically. And sometimes even if it doesn't latch, it'll open it. So flies will get in there. And then they get in my house when we open the other door from the garage. Because the garage is attached to the house. So we have a lot of flies coming in and out. For that reason. Anywho. Only soft parts of the victim's body are consumed. The skeleton shell is removed by rain or wind activity. So what? I'm supposed to like water these things and then that'll wash it away? Is that how that works? I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't remember when we did this what we did and how it worked. All right. So then on the back side, you have your directions. Fascinating to grow. What does that mean? I don't know. Grow meat-eating fly traps in our high-quality, custom-crafted terrarium. Okay, we're going to skip all that. We're going to jump to growing and care information. It says use distilled water only. Can you Google why we have to use distilled water? Because my phone is recording for the Venus flytraps. Or if we can use bottled water. So I'm going to have my daughter Google why we have to use distilled water. Because I don't have distilled water. And I don't really want to go get distilled water just for this. Because, well, I don't know. If we have to keep watering it, then we might as well get a big jug of distilled water. But it's just weird. If it's like a one-time deal, then I'm not going to do it. All right. So you're going to place your disc, germination disc, inside the colored base. So this is the base. All right. So here's your colored base because the other part is clear. That would have to be your base. So you're going to take your germination disc. There's only one. What does it say? Require pure mineral-free water like distilled or reverse osmosis water because tap water contains minerals and nutrients that can harm or kill them. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we may have to get distilled water to finish this project. So we're going to do the setup, and then basically what I'll do in the end is just pour the water in. Well, no, it says to add the water. So, oh, I remember this. I do remember this. Okay. Yes. So we're going to put distilled water on this puck. This is your germination, like moss stuff. And you're going to pour water over it. And then you're going to like take a fork and you're going to break it up. And then you're going to sprinkle. You're going to sprinkle your, I'm guessing like seeds. These are seeds. Yeah, little. I don't want to shake it too much. So it's a plant, essentially. So it says sprouting, growing, and care. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go get a jug of distilled water. And then we're going to have to finish doing the setup. So what I'm going to do is put this on pause. And then my phone doesn't stay on pause and I don't edit videos. So what I'm going to do is this is going to be my part 1 of the unboxing and the explanation. And then I'll post with it the part 2 of where we have the distilled water and we put it together. So you're going to put your disc in here. You're going to add your distilled water. You're going to take a fork and break it up. And we'll do all that in the next video. So then you put in your seeds and then you let them grow. So it sounds like we're going to need more in the future, but I'm ready to see. Then mist gently with distilled water. Put on top of your planted greenhouse or place it in bright, indirect light where it is not to be easily knocked over. Seeds will sprout in 6 weeks to 3 months. Boy, I'm too impatient for that. Keep top of the container on and be sure to keep the soil moist. Only use distilled water. Cover holes at the top with a clear plastic tape. When plants die back, you will need to give them a cold period. Cut back and put in refrigerator for 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, so they have to go through what every plant has to go through, and that's the what you call stratification. So that means when it's cold and winter comes around, your plants are gonna go dormant. If they're ones that come back, otherwise they will die. So they have to go through the same process as the rest of the normal plants do, to where they need to be cold for a few months in the winter, basically go to sleep, and then come back around when it's warm. So it says you're going to want to keep misting with that distilled water. That's what we need to get now. So we're going to go get some distilled water, probably just run to Walmart real quick, and then we'll be back with a second video, part 2 of actually putting this all together. So that's where we're at. So stay tuned for part 2.